There's this long-standing trend now that we've seen at least for 20 or 30 years in U.S. foreign policy, where the new occupant, and in this case, if it's a potential Biden administration, looks to do a 180 either on key themes or key policy issues. And you can expect, if there's a Biden administration, to be a re-engagement with multilateral agreements, multilateral treaties, things that the Trump administration is believed to have unilaterally walked away from. And of course, on select issues, be they more high profile, like China or Iran, to perhaps use more diplomacy as opposed to more economic pressure. Again, there will also be grandiose rhetorical changes, even if in some cases, some of the policy substance does remain the same.
When it comes to the Middle East, what is the biggest issue for the next 4 years or so?
Oh my goodness, that is almost certainly going to be Iran, the future of this JCPOA. That's the 2015 nuclear deal, which today the U.S. actually, under the current administration, under the Trump administration, tried to invoke a snapback of sanctions, tried to invoke a restoration of multilateral penalties that used to exist at the UN from 2006 to 2015. If there is this change in 2020 and there's a new incumbent in the White House, you can expect the Biden administration to not automatically revert back to that deal, but to try to claw back elements of that deal, try to return Iran to compliance, and likely perhaps not to solve the Iranian nuclear issue, but to try to arrest the Iranian nuclear problem. If they proceed beyond that, I think it may be highly unlikely.
You say that it could be a 180. How would Iran respond to that?
Well, this is actually a big foreign policy debate right now in Washington because it's likely believed that if Iran sees a new U.S. administration or even a second-term Trump administration as wanting a deal, a nuclear agreement, or a much broader regional agreement for political reasons, more than Iran needs a deal for economic reasons, for an economic bailout, then, of course, the same conditions that existed in 2012 and 2013 that got the interim deal will manifest themselves again, and Iran can once again best either the West or the international community at the negotiating table. So Iran could try to take advantage of that situation rather than engage at the first possible moment, try to hold out for more and more sanctions relief. And if there is a Biden administration, this could create a potential problem because if they want to be able to change the escalatory dynamics on day one and Iran says no, what would they do? Revert to the Trump pressure policy? It remains a big question.